class that we're doing right now is very fun. I guess working with materials that I wouldn't have never really actually thought about working with. So it's very interesting. Just the whole concept of teaching us how to use materials and simple things. You know, they can really actually make a big impact on the environment, or just making something for everyone to enjoy.
So the whole workshop, initially I was really thinking about it from a craft standpoint. So it was teaching a bunch of different skills that would culminate in 3 different site-specific installations. I really wanted to teach them how to do like tessellations and work with structures. And then this is going to lead into the next project. And so we were going to do a project where we work on it on a much smaller scale. But then when I found out about Doran, who does these amazing air sculptures, and his process was very similar to that. You know, it was all working with math and science, but then also working with triangulations and building structures the same way that I had thought about doing a different way that was much smaller. And so then it was just kind of trying to figure out what artists were going to be really exciting and interesting for the kids to get to learn how they work, but then also artists that were going to be inspirational to them. So people that, you know, started their own business, or people that have found a way to make a living, just to show the students that it's really possible to make a living off of making your own art.
I feel like this one, there's more things we learn, because there's different artists that come in and we actually try what they do. Like this one has more like 3D stuff and like things we feel and we could touch, and yeah, it's just nice how everything works.
I've done a lot of different projects where I work with children. And so I co-built and ran a community center in Mexico for 6 years. And it was in a land squad. It was a part of Tijuana that didn't have any public school. So any of the children that were there didn't have any access to education. And so that's kind of how I started working with children. One of the things that drew me to working with HOLA is that there was a lot of similarities between the work that I did in Mexico and the work that HOLA does, which is really engaging communities that are underprivileged, that don't really have access to a lot of arts education or artistic expression. And it's been so amazing just to have had the opportunity. When I work with communities, I really like to spend time getting to know what the demographic is and where people come from, what some of their stories might be. And so looking at the list of the students, I knew that a lot of them were going to be of Latin backgrounds, and I knew that a lot of them were probably going to be, you know, Mexican or Central American. And then I knew that we also had a big group of Korean girls that were going to be here. And so then I tried to find things that I could bring that could help us talk about personal things, could help us talk about culture, apart from learning skills that are very technical and very material based. That's also a huge part of, you know, art making is self-expression and what your personal story brings to it. And so, which is why I wanted at least one of the projects to be very personal based, which is why we did the project with the little sculptures that we left in MacArthur Park.
I want to study education, working with kids. And then just recently I was thinking that maybe I should incorporate the arts in it, and so I was thinking probably art therapy.
My friends and like my family know that I come to HOLA, and like they say that it's a good opportunity because like you're not only at home like just watching TV, like you're actually doing something that's actually gonna help you be someone in life.
It's a really rewarding way to work, and it's just the thing that I always really enjoyed.